All right, so we got to talk about The Bachelor. Did you watch the premiere episode?
I did.
Okay.
I actually didn't watch the rose ceremony at the end.
That's okay.
I do know Sloth Girl got sent home, and I'm deeply saddened by that because she was my favorite.
Oh my God, she's in the damn tree.
What do you think about Colton?
I think that Colton, I don't know about Colton yet. You know, I gotta feel him out. You know, like this is the thing. I was the Bachelorette, and I know what it's like to be judged, and I just don't want to do that.
Yeah.
So like, even if I was like not into him, I probably wouldn't say it. Or even if I, you know,
it's
like,
true.
he's part of the Bachelor family, and I'm going to support him because I know what it's like to be in his shoes. And like, look, the virgin stuff is like way overdone, and like I couldn't help but roll my eyes every time someone said something or whatever. But we have to remember that's not Colton doing that.
It's true.
That's everyone else doing that. And he's just being very polite. And when people bring it up, laughing and being, you know, if somebody brought up the virgin thing and he said something like, hey, can we not talk about that? Then he'd look like a jerk.
Yeah.
So you can't really win. You know what I mean?
I kind of feel bad for him. It's become such a storyline.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing is I didn't like how everything kind of happened with Tia, and then by leaving Tia, then he became the Bachelor. Like, I didn't like that whole storyline. I don't blame him for it because I think that, like, that's the way it worked out, but I just think it sends the wrong message that if you break up with someone at the end of the Paradise, you can become the Bachelor. Do you know what I mean? Whereas the Bachelorette, that's not true because Bachelor airs after Paradise, not Bachelorette. So I kind of feel like it sets up the future Bachelor in Paradise contestants for failure because guys are gonna be like, well, I could become the Bachelor and I like this girl, but do you know what I mean?
I didn't even think of that, Allie.
But I like him. But at the end of the day, I don't think it's the Bachelor or the Bachelorette that makes the season. I truly don't. I think it's the contestants. And I think the girls seem pretty awesome.
Our first date, and it's already an overnight. This virgin moves fast.
So since he is a virgin, what advice would you give him going into the fantasy suite?
He's gonna lose his virginity. We all know this, right? Like, it's gonna happen. I have not read a single spoiler, by the way, so I have no idea, and luckily no one has spoiled it for me yet. I feel like a lot of times people like tweet me and tell me the stuff, even though I try to avoid it. So if it is out there that he did, I swear I don't even know that, but I just like, we just know he is, right? Like,
yeah.
Because he even said, actually at first I thought he wouldn't. I'm like, ooh, a virgin bachelor, no hanky pinky in the fantasy suites. But then he said in the premiere episode, didn't he say something like I could lose my virginity or something?
Yeah, but they gotta keep us on our toes. I think that was a total teaser. And Colton is only 26. The girls are really young. They're in their 20s. Yeah. How old were you when you went on The Bachelor?
24.
Oh,
25.
Wow, you were a baby too.
Too young. Too young.
Okay.
Was no place to get married then.
Do you think that 26, Colton's age, is a little bit too young to be figuring out who you want to spend the rest of your life with in 3 months?
Yes, that's the key, what you just said at the end, in 3 months. So I think that people are plenty old to get married when they're 25, 26. Like if you're marrying the person you met in college or someone you've been with for a few years, 100%. 3 months, I just don't think so. Yeah. I think it can happen at any age. I think you can fall in love at first sight. I actually honestly believe, not fall in love at first sight, I believe in like falling in love in like a week. Like getting to know someone quick and being like, I know that person.
And you know.
But it's just The Bachelor, I don't think it sets it up for that, especially at that age.
Yeah.
So could it work out? It absolutely could, but it's not, the odds are not forever in his favor.